the mother in me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Stadium Rent proudly presents to you the most electrifying wrestling show in the world. And we're your hosts on the Bake Show, Shake and Bake, and we got El Capitan JC Kirk in the building. Little bit of a tag team action. Shout out JC for the new background. We're the Ringside Boyz. This is Ringside Rant. Check out StadiumRant.com for articles on your favorite teams, players, and leagues. Follow Stadium Rant and both the boys on social media as well. But JC, we got a lot to talk about tonight, fella. Joe Hendry making his full-time main roster debut tonight. Pretty big name to do it against. A guy who beat the greatest of all time at WrestleMania. We don't got to talk about how it happened. It did happen. Okay, Joe Hendry, big test for him. Big moment for him. Drew McIntyre, he's on the mic tonight in the SmackDown Rundown. We'll be talking all you need to know about SmackDown. A decent amount going on. Drew McIntyre will address Cody Rhodes' home invasion. And listen, chat, I understand. You know, a lot's going on. This is an intense feud, but running up on a guy's house, not a good guy thing to do. That's all I'm going to say. We'll talk about it. We're looking for a light at the end of the tunnel with this Nikki Bella, Stephanie Vaquer thing. I'm willing to see if there is one. We'll get there. We also have to talk about the heel heat moment that we got out of Gunther. He continues to just thrive in this heel role, really dive into these negative reactions he's getting. He doesn't care if he's reacted to negatively at all. He's really enjoying it, and we'll talk about that, how we feel about it. The Masked Man was unveiled on Monday, JC, and it was a sink or swim moment for one Austin Theory. Was he going to rise to the occasion, or was he going to get caught up in the moment and get his ass thrown out of WWE like Paul Heyman said? But before we get into any of it, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Christmas is finished, thank God. You know, it's a lot stressful. Now we get ready for the New Year's grub. I mean, New Year's, not a grub, but New Year's. But yeah, I'm ready to talk wrestling. How you doing, man?
Dude, you know, Christmas is good. I'm glad to hear it went well for you. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I'm not exactly sure when that falls, but if you didn't celebrate a holiday, hopefully you had the day off, just got to spend time with family and loved ones. That's ultimately what it's all about anyway. But yeah, what we're here for, some wrestling, scrassling, bumping and grinding, all that good stuff. Big needy men slapping meat, however you like to phrase it. Joe Hendry, R-Truth showed up with Nick Aldis's balls and said the Miz did something weird with him. And we're all like, Truth, what do you mean by that? And then he pulls out, you know, the names to enter people in the Last Time Is Now tournament. And the Miz had taken Joe Hendry's name out of that. And my cats are just absolutely going bonkers. But took Joe Hendry's name out, and R-Truth gave it to the Miz. And the Miz made the mistake. He read the piece of paper and said Joe Hendry's name, and he appears. And he's going to be here on Friday night going against the Miz one-on-one, a man who did beat John Cena at WrestleMania. At one point was at the top of the company as far as heels go, was super over in that respect. Is a two-time Grand Slam champion. Says he's the only one to do that, but I'm going to really have to take a look at that before. But there's, you know, guys like John Cena who just did it. Sheamus still has it. So, you know, it's plausible. But that's a big test. JC, do you believe in Joe Hendry?
I do believe in Joe Hendry. You know, he's been namesake everywhere he's been now. TNA, through the roof. NXT, through the roof. Now you're coming to SmackDown. I mean, he's already on it. If you're watching SmackDown, he's already on. He had a guitar in his hand. He's pulling out the old Dwayne Johnson special, getting ready to sing a song, but had some cheerleaders and little Santa outfits behind him. And then, you know, Miz comes out and ruins it. So how are you over already in your debut? It's awesome. But, yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry. I think he's going to go far on this, and I think it's perfect that they put him on SmackDown instead of Raw. And they need more talent on SmackDown, more feuds. You actually get the Miz to be relevant again. I know champion beat Cena, controversial how it happened in WrestleMania, crappy WrestleMania, is what it is. Maybe that moment, but that's a good thing to revitalize yourself a little bit. You know, you got a little bit more gas in the chamber still. Why not help put over Joe Hendry?
Yeah, it's a great spot for Hendry to be in against a guy, like you said, in The Miz, who has been in all these amazing moments. Let's be honest. Say what you want about The Miz, like him or not. I mean, the truth is you're really not supposed to like him, at least for 80% of his career. He was the bad guy. You're supposed to hate him. And I don't think there have been people that have been heels consistently like he has. The time he's been in the company, for sure. Obviously, we've had some great career heels, everything like that, but he was just always hated.
Yeah.
And it was just so easy to. He had this cocky, arrogant attitude. Everything I've heard about the guy outside of the ring seems like a cool dude.
Nicest guy ever, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, that's good to hear, too. But, like, when I started watching again in 2019, you know, I took a break for a while, high school, college, and then, you know, after a while, one of my buddies was like, just start watching again. I was like, okay, whatever. I remember hating The Miz as a kid.
Yeah.
And now I'm older, I have a different perspective of it, right? I understand the point of a heel.
Yeah.
And now I was like, you know what? The Miz was really good.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that I hated him that much, like I saw him on my... Right, that's like I go back with the Edge, all visceral hatred for Edge. Like me as a 9-10-year-old kid, oh my God, I wanted bad things to happen to Edge weekly. Randy Orton, the same thing. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my God, the fact that they made me feel that way as a kid
successful
means they were good.
Yep.
And that's how I feel about The Miz. And I will always give him his flowers because it's not easy to be that guy.
No, especially for that long.
Right. Everybody likes to be liked. Let's not, if you know somebody, I don't care if people like me. Maybe it's not what runs your day, but they like to be liked. When they get praised, they enjoy it. Don't let them fool you. But it's hard, especially when you're such a nice guy like he is, because you know he gets flack on the streets from people that either just want to give him shit or can't draw the line between character and person, right? But I think you have to credit the fact that he has been that consistently hated for that long. It just plays into it so well. And I think it's a really good spot for Joe Hendry. What better way to get over as a brand new babyface than to beat up somebody who was just recently not talking smack necessarily, but he was running his mouth about John Cena a little bit. And that's one of your heroes. I think this is a really good spot. I got SmackDown pulled up. He's going right now. So that's going to be good for him. Good for Joe Hendry. I'm excited to see that. But JC, Drew McIntyre, this whole thing, I kind of hinted at how I feel about it before the show started. Cody Rhodes invaded his home. Not very nice. I understand where this feud has gone. Drew consistently pushes the envelope, but he's never gone this far. And he's supposed to be the heel. Which raises this question again. Is Cody Rhodes a good guy?
There's so many. I feel like they're just keep tugging at that rope. I feel like he's going to be turning and then it's not, and then he's going to turn, he's not. The hints are killing me, I'll be quite honest. This is such a bad guy thing. You think of, even Triple H or Randy Orton doing home invasions. It's just not something you see a face do, no matter how much they're pushed to the edge. They never go over this side. So maybe this is a little catalyst from Drew McIntyre to help push Cody over. Maybe we'll eventually get that turn. I don't see it happening before WrestleMania this year. Maybe after WrestleMania it happens, but it feels like they're just keeping these little breadcrumbs that they're putting in front of our face that Cody's eventually going to turn heel. And I cannot wait for it. But yeah, this was not very, very face-like of him to go do a home invasion and beat up on Drew. Like, this is unheard of. Oh my gosh, sorry. Miz pulled out blue balls.
You saw the tiny balls thing? And Corey's like, those are perfectly normal sized Christmas balls. I love that they're still running with the tiny balls thing. That was so funny. I loved when they did the shirt. That was hilarious. But yeah, with this Cody Rhodes thing, I think it's time. Like, I'm not saying tonight. I'm not saying next week. But like you said, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. And I guess my follow-up question to this whole thing is, do you think Drew McIntyre wins the title out of this feud? Because I really don't think so. Unless it goes to WrestleMania, I unfortunately don't think so.
I feel like they already have a plan in place for what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, I don't see Drew a part of it, or even beforehand. As much as I would love to see him get the title back, I just don't see it right now. Maybe after WrestleMania, maybe that's the big shock and awe with Cody, is that heel turn happens at WrestleMania. Maybe Drew comes back to being a face. Probably not, which is fine, because I like Drew either face or heel. Doesn't matter. He's very entertaining either way. I don't know. I don't see it until him getting the title. Maybe till after WrestleMania. Maybe a couple pay-per-views after that, if that. I don't know. I just don't see him in for a run for a title right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just always felt the road was very cloudy and didn't really make sense for Drew McIntyre, and I think we're there, unfortunately, again with him.
Yeah.
It's just weird, and my thought was what was going to happen is Randy Orton would get involved, and that's why Drew didn't win, and that's how you get the Cody heel turn. But then you brought up, I think they're already set with the WrestleMania plans. I was like, oh, wait, yeah, Roman. So it's like, I feel bad for Drew McIntyre in that respect. It's like, he clearly deserves a world title reign.
Oh yeah, he like carried the company during the COVID era. So he, like I said, with him being face, being heel, I don't care what he is. He's very entertaining to watch, and he brings a lot of charisma, a lot of poise, and he's just fun to watch. Like, you can, just like the Miz, you can love to hate him, or like Cena, you can love to love him. I like Drew. I don't know. Maybe just I'm a fanboy of Drew McIntyre. Maybe it's my Scottish heritage is just coming out, I guess. But anyway, it's just sad to see there's not a plan for him. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is probably just another fill-in spot for him and Cody, just prolong before you get to the road to WrestleMania. Which I'm wondering if Drew will even have a match himself at WrestleMania at this point.
That would suck.
Yeah,
that would really suck. And you're right. It would, if it was, it would be like something random, or he's thrown into a triple threat with Roman and Cody.
Yeah.
And like, does Roman need the belt? No. Does it hurt to give him? No, I don't ever really think it hurts to give Roman the belt, especially at this point. But I don't know, man. It's just, I feel really bad for Drew McIntyre. I don't see a logical way with him to the title unless you did the Cody and Randy thing. Because you have history with Drew and Randy that you just brought up in the COVID era. Their feud was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Loved that. That Hell in the Cell was great. They didn't go on top of the cage, but they climbed up top of it, and Drew went through the table. It was awesome. So, yeah, I mean, it's to the point where I think Drew is a WWE lifer. I don't think he's going anywhere. I'd be shocked if he didn't end up with another 2-3 world titles. I just don't think this is his lane right now. No. It's clogged up by a mega face like Cody Rhodes, which the waters are murky on that. It's clogged up by the tribal chief Roman Reigns, who's still selling out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right? I love Drew McIntyre. You love Drew McIntyre. A lot of people really like Drew McIntyre. Not many people are going to an arena to see Drew McIntyre be in the main event.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Right now.
Yeah.
He can get there.
Oh, for sure.
They could, Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew, that was a mid-card match at WrestleMania. That could have main evented a PLE and sold out.
Yeah, easily.
Domestic. It doesn't even need to be international. But it's just, not his lane, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep rolling along. Head over to Monday. Major moment of the week. Maxxine Dupri. I said I needed to see something big from her. Those Heart Dungeon vignettes were great. We needed to see her step up live with someone in her face. How are you going to react? Are you going to keep calm and deliver? And as far as I'm concerned, she did. It wasn't anything like, oh my God, a 5-star promo. It wasn't even a 4. It wasn't anything spectacular. But compared to her work a few months ago, JC, we're talking 2s. A 3 was a oh my God moment for her. And now I gave that a 3.5. That was a really solid promo with Becky giving her heat. Becky didn't just stand there, in fairness. Becky was getting worked up. She even chirped her on the mic a couple times to try to get her rattled. Mm-hmm. I could tell Becky was testing her in that promo. I think Maxxine did very well. Kept her cool, got emotional when it was appropriate, saying, I'm your Intercontinental Champion. And then the mic drop moment that said, you didn't act like you're the best ever. You acted like someone who's afraid that her best days are behind her. And I was like, okay, Maxxine, go ahead and cook with that one. And I think the future's bright. Like I said, I don't want to overreact to that promo, but I do give it a 3.5. And I think okay, that's a hot take, but I think she could be a world champion if she continues trending in this direction. I think we're a long way from that being said, but I like what I see, and I'd like to see her have a little bit of time with this IC title.
Yeah, I can see it. I had her at a 3.5 between there myself, so she's definitely on her way up. I'll give her that. I don't want to say world title right now, but I could surely see it happening in the future, probably the way she's being projected, which is nice. Yeah, that promo is such a night and day difference from where she was, a few months ago. It's just, she kept, like you said, she kept calm, she kept poised. She was emotional at the right moments. The points she made were good too, especially with Becky. And it's got to be kind of hard when you have Becky in there, or even Rhea or Charlotte. They're gonna chirp. That's how
she clearly looks up to Becky, so that's that extra. Like, I don't want to screw up.
Oh yeah, for sure. And she, you could tell, in the ring, she's been getting some work in, but I think the mic as well, I was really concerned with, because unfortunately, there's quite a few of the women superstars that are, just a little deadpan on the mic, and I didn't think there was a room for another one. Unfortunately, she would have probably been kicked to the side. Sorry, we hit our quota for deadpan mic skills. But she's vastly improved. I am impressed with what we've seen so far. I'm looking forward to see what she does this next month, and she's good. I think she's going to retain with Becky. I know that's throwing it out there right now, but next match with Becky, I think she's going to retain.
Is that set for the first Raw of the new year?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think Maxxine retains. That'll be a really big win for her. But this is something I don't remember. I can't remember if it was a high school teacher or a college professor. But so one of my teachers said this to me back in the day was, well, you just made the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life. It was one of my host teachers, actually, when I was student teaching. And I was like, what? He goes, you showed me what you can do. Now that's what I'm going to expect.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where Maxxine's at. We've seen what you can do. Now we need to see you maintain that, and we need to see flashes of greatness as well.
Yeah.
I expect that to be your floor. I expect that to become a mediocre Maxxine promo. Agreed. So we'll see. I think if she keeps working, and what I think I love, and a lot of women in the back that are clearly working with Maxxine love, is she is invested into this. She wants to get better.
She's being very consistent the way she's going about it.
If she wasn't, it wouldn't have happened this quick. It might not have happened ever. Yeah, how many people have you come across that are like, oh, yeah, man, this would be awesome. I want to do this. And then every time you're like, okay, let's do this. This is how you get better. They're like, oh, yeah, I got you next time. I got to do
Yeah.
this, or I don't know if I'm feeling it today. Can we
I'm
do it like,
busy, stuff like that. Yeah.
like it happens all the time, man. And Maxxine, it seems like she really wants this, and I'm really happy for her. And I think sky's the limit with the improvement I've seen. Bright spot. Let's dim the spotlight here. Nikki Bella interrupts a title match. Raquel ain't gonna be happy about that. Not one bit. And then she comes in and interrupts another match and reminds everybody who she is, what she's done, this, that, and the other. And then she says she's coming back for the world title. My first thought was, man, if you're gonna come out here, why not talk about somebody else? Why not go after Raquel? You just had that shot at the title and you lost. And it's not like some crazy stuff happened and you lost. You got beat.
Yeah, beat.
No hate,
Back
but
in
you
the
got
line.
beat. Yeah, like, okay. If you're Charlotte Flair, if you're Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella's a legend, and she's a Hall of Famer. Can't take that away. But she's not an instant front of the liner, in my opinion. Maybe that's just maybe in the tag team division with her sister, whatever, all the time. But like the world title, I don't know.
I give her mid card. I wouldn't give her a world title. I think
if she was stepping to Chelsea.
Yeah, I think the only thing that helps her is because all these other stars are so busy with everything else. You got Charlotte with the tag team. You got Becky with the Intercontinental title. Doesn't really leave much, at least on this side of the thing. With I guess it'd be Raw. Yeah, it'd be on Raw. So I don't know. Nikki is such a, what's the word I'm looking for? Such a plug-in, it feels like. And I don't want it to be that way. But I do like heel Nikki. It just flows better. It's like the Miz kind of how she acts as a heel. It's like you know she's annoying and you hate her because she's annoying. And that's about the level it was with the Miz. I'm like, all right, I'm tired of hearing your voice. I gotta turn you off. But I'm not gonna turn you off because I want to see what happens.
Fair enough.
But at the same time, yeah, you've already lost to Stephanie. It's not, like you said, it wasn't like a dirty win or something crazy happened or you got injured. You got your butt whooped. Get back and let someone else come out. And the whole thing with Raquel, that is a match I'd like to see. Yeah, if you want to do Nikki versus Raquel, go at it. That's perfectly fine. I mean, it seems like there's tension with Raquel and Judgment Day as it is right now, so you might as well push it over here. So you might as well give them something to do. Nikki do not need a title. If you want to, go for the number one contender spot, you versus Raquel that way, I'm fine with that. Go ahead and do that. But right now, you do not need to just be like, oh man, is this like rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3? No, you get your butt back there.
Yeah, you lost. It should be done. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? My answer is no.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately. And I feel really bad. I do, because Nikki is a legend. She's a Hall of Famer, and I respect what she's done. It's just 2 feuds. Trish only even got 1. Man, I think maybe that's what's sticking with me, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm here. It's on TV. I ain't gonna, whatever.
Yeah.
Heel heat on Gunther is real, JC.
I love it.
Oh, and so does he. He absolutely loves it. He'll just get on top of the ring and just stand there and say, come on, everything you got, give it to me. I love it. And he truly does. He's chirping fans back and forth. He's actually stopped. I don't know if you caught this on Monday. Someone was chirping him on his way to the ring, and he stopped and said, what did you say? And let whoever say whatever they said. And he just he deep belly laughed and kept going. I'm like, bro, he loves it.
That's awesome.
And this is what we said we needed to see out of Gunther, right? We need to see him in this trajectory, capitalize on this heel heat. And I think he definitely is doing it so far.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have the best in the world who's already got another title match, getting sick and tired of him running his mouth about John Cena. CM Punk confronted Gunther. And that begs the question, Gunther's instantly in the world title picture, right? You'd be in for that. Whoever wins this match against Braun Breaker and CM Punk, on Raw, they should be very worried about Gunther, no?
Yeah, I agree. He's right there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's literally the next man up for this title. I don't care who wins between Punk and Breaker. Gunther's gonna be the next one. I honestly think Gunther's gonna take the title at that point. The way his heel is just exploding. It's not even going up. It's exploded. The whole thing with Punk coming to the ring and even Gunther getting out and just like, hey, you can't see me, and walked out. Oh my gosh, that's a, I want to punch you in the face moment, but it's so great. It's what I want. This is what the heel level I need. When you are, you're getting outbooed from, what Dominic's boos were. Now you're way up here. That's pretty impressive over one match. I know it is Cena is the greatest of all time, but you went from, all right, he's this guy, he's good, great, and now it's the entire world hates you, and it is beautiful. I absolutely love this version of a heel. This is what I've been missing. This is what WWE needs. So it is, I think, a perfect fit to even get right into. Yeah, that's instant plug-in for a title picture. I mean, you got Breaker, but as he is, even with the vision, he's more like an anti-hero at this point, because you see everyone's doing the wolf, everyone's doing the dog, everyone loves it.
Yeah.
That you're getting CM Punks, you're getting Barks. That's what you're getting. So either way, I think Gunther is going to be world champion before WrestleMania. Do I think he holds it to WrestleMania? I don't know. It's just this is a weird spot, and I like how up in the air the world heavyweight title is right now between all these stories and competitors. So it's going to be a fun few months for sure.
Yeah, and it's an excellent opportunity for Gunther. He fits in so well in this. I thought he needed it where he was going his career. If he didn't win this tournament, it's like, okay, Gunther's there.
Yeah.
And it's just like now it's like, yeah, Gunther just beat Cena. Everybody hates him. How cool would it be if he got the title and then everybody just can't stand him even that much more? It's a really good spot. And I think the other nice thing is he doesn't even need to talk as much anymore. He's just standing there absorbing the heat. And I think that pisses people off even more, is the fact that he's not even really saying anything anymore. He's just like, you know who I am. You know what I did. Go ahead. Hate me. And it's working. And I think he's going to be a nice little plug-in. Excellent capitalization on heel heat there.
Mm-hmm.
JC, to cap off the show on Monday, Austin Theory was in a tag match with Bronson Reed, and it was a sink or swim moment for him. I said he needed to really show up and show out. And Paul Heyman agreed with me, apparently, because he had mentioned to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, listen, it's his moment. Worst case scenario, he doesn't help you. He doesn't get the win. Braun, you just get out there, you beat the hell out of him, and we carry him out of WWE because he shouldn't be here anyway. And I was like, yep, that seals it. This is telling to everybody, this is a different Austin Theory. And as soon as Paul Heyman said that, I said, there ain't no way Austin Theory is not going to ball out. And that's exactly what he did. He had a great match. He's using the stomp as a finisher now. I said I wanted to see something different, and he pulled it out. I love that he stole Seth's move. That's a nice way to get heat. We just saw Seth get beat up. We thought it may have been possibly Seth that came back. And he just continues to rise to the occasion. It took care of business. He dominated in that match.
Yeah, dude. He looked like Michael Phelps out there. He was swimming laps. He had it going. Oh, dude. I even his ring gear right now, it's kind of like a little bit towards like Seth Rollins a little bit, but it's his own little thing. I love it. It's better than the tights. It just shows seriousness from him coming to the ring, head shaved, the pants, the boots. He was all over the match. Pure dominance, man. And then that stomp, I think, was the nail in the coffin. You're like, all right, this is the real deal. He's not going to be taking pins. He's going to be pinning. He's going to be causing havoc within the vision.
Yeah, it's a really good spot, and I think the future's bright for him.
Yeah.
And I said this years ago. I understood Austin Theory. I got why Vince liked him so much. The selfie gimmick was never going to take him that far. But now he's a legitimate threat. The shaved head, the different appearance, and I think he needed to dominate to show everybody that he's not just a guy that's going to come out of nowhere and attack and be that little snake in the grass. He can stand up and throw knucks with the best of them, and I think that was very important for his character development and something that we needed to see. And I don't think it'll be a while, but I mean, I think we can now start to believe Austin Theory is a world champion contender within the next handful of years.
Yeah, I'd say the next few years, if he keeps this going, especially if Heyman by your side too now, I wouldn't be surprised. I could see him even getting a mid-card title rather soon, whether it be before or even after WrestleMania, or even at WrestleMania if they want to start gold collecting, because that's part of the vision. Or it could be part of the vision. We'll see. But yeah, he's got a bright future, especially with this gimmick right now. This might be the one he's actually been waiting for. And another thing of that selfie gimmick was the worst thing possible. I don't care who you put in front of it. It wasn't working for anyone.
No, it didn't get over and it wasn't working. You couldn't put that any better. But yeah, I mean, I think he's got a legitimate chance. And I think that's an interesting point. WrestleMania beating Dominic Mysterio. Talk about getting a little extra heat there. That would be fantastic. We may bring up a little heel heat segment for him on that one. But, I mean, hey, man, that was a pretty solid show. Wasn't as long as normal. You know, it's a holiday week. You know, not much going on. Pre-tape shows, all of that stuff. But, guys, I'll be live Monday night. Again, reacting Bake Show, Monday Night Raw reaction starting at 8 p.m. Be hanging out. Make sure you hit that follow button so you know when I go live and you can hang out, react to the show along with me. Chat always has a great time. We rank matches and segments, and we have a good time. Talk mess, have a good time. But check out StadiumRant.com for articles on your favorite team, players, and leagues. Drop a follow to Shake and JC on social media, as well as Ringside Rant. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube and the like, retweet, and follow button over on X. Until next time, we got 2 words for you. Acknowledge us.
Boom, boom.